Welcome back to Griffin's Game Day on the Westmoreland Sports Network as we count you down to kickoff. Seton Hill and Wheeling coming up from Offutt Field. You heard from Coach Dan Day, and now it is time for our first Griffin Player Spotlight of the year with Jayden Emberton-Gaines, redshirt senior linebacker from Lemon Grove, California. And Jayden, so good to see you, man. I think the last time we got a chance to talk to you on the air a couple of years ago when Brittany talked with you, and now we talk again, and man, after missing all of last year, I can't imagine how excited you are to get going here today against Wheeling.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. It's a big game for us, being off for 2 years. There's a lot of things that, can happen in 2 years' time. And, we've stayed together as a team, we've stayed strong, and we're ready for week one.
102 tackles in 10 games in 2019 for this guy. He led the PSAC in tackles per game with 10.2 tackles per game. So before we get into the team goals and maybe some goals for yourself, tell me a little bit about how difficult it was for you and for the team to go through what you did last year and not get to play a fall season.
Yeah, it was very hard. Everybody wants to play. This is the sport that we go to school to play. So, of course, we're very competitive, and it was hard. Taking a year off, hard staying dedicated, and watching film when you have no games to play, and trying to better your game when it's a year until you'll step on the field again. But I think overall as a team we did a good job, and we're ready to go.
You're a redshirt senior, so through COVID, you could have moved on. You could have decided, I want to go finish out my master's and then just not play football. But you decided to come back. And not only you, but a number of other players decided to come back. When I was looking at the 2019 roster, like I said to Coach, there's not much difference other than new guys, from 2019. So a lot of guys stayed on. Why was it important for you to continue playing Seton Hill football for this year?
Me personally, Seton Hill gave me a chance out of high school that not a lot of other colleges gave me, and I just wanted to stick it out with them. I like the things that the new coaching staff is doing, and Coach Day is changing the culture here, and I wanted to be a part of something special. Now,
you told me off the air that it wasn't just one or two players' decisions. You said you guys kind of came together as a team and said we all want to play out, our final year for some of you, and then, but we all want to stay at Seton Hill. Is that kind of how everything worked out?
Yeah. So, over COVID, a lot of guys stayed in contact, and it made us really close as a group. And we, came together and we just said, we want to play our last 1 to 2 years with this team and see the turnaround that we could make in that 2 year span for this program.
When you think back to when Coach Day took over to now, how much more have the guys bought into the system, bought into the program, and really that kind of stuff is almost second nature now? Oh yeah,
it's a night and day difference. And it's crazy to say in only 2 years that the big difference that they're able to make. And a lot of it is what they're able to do, but I do have to give credit to the guys just trusting these coaches, because after everything that we went through with the old staff, it would have been hard or it would have been easy to not give these coaches your trust right away, but a lot of guys, dropped everything and left it in the past and trusted these coaches and turned a new page to our book.
Yeah, like Coach Day said, they can only do so much. At some point, the players have to start trusting in the process. And obviously you guys have done that. So on the defensive side of the ball, now that you've been in the system, I know you only played now that 1 year because last year was wiped out because of COVID, but how much better does everybody understand what the coaches want from you guys, especially from an X's and O's standpoint? Is that kind of second nature now through the playbook?
Oh yeah, big time. Having that year off, even though we weren't able to be on the field, just studying the plays and watching film of our old games and seeing the little mistakes that we made, it definitely helped us clean up our game. Clean up the small details, the technical things that will help us get wins on Saturdays.
Yeah, and I asked Coach Day this question. Obviously, you wanted to play last fall, but do you think there was some benefit, I guess, to not have to worry about playing every week, where you could focus solely on that kind of stuff, the weight room, the playbook? Would you say there was maybe a little silver lining there, and you guys got some benefit out of it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It definitely helped our team. Our coaches have said multiple times during camp, we're not a young team anymore because we had that extra year to grow up, to mature, in both our mindsets and physically in the weight room and on the field.
Your defense has a lot of veterans on it. What do you like most about your group on D this year?
I like the way that we play together. I mean, a lot of us have been together for a long time now, 2-3 years, and we really have gelled a lot, and our communication is way better on the field. So we know, that, and we trust each other on the field.
Well, you guys should be stacked at linebacker. Not only we have you back, Jayden McDuffie, who's a monster, Mac as well, back, the linebackers. What do you expect from that group this year?
I expect big things. I expect big things out of our linebacking core. Like you said, we got a lot of guys that have experience on the college field, and we've all been working very hard. We've all been working very hard since 2019 to get this program and get ourselves to the next level. So.
And I'm curious from your perspective. I mentioned the linebackers there, but who else on defense do you think's primed, for a big year?
Nario Walks, he's going to have a good year for us, and Shane Noble, he's going to do some big things for us. That both of those guys played for us in 2019, and we have a few young corners that are going to be stepping up for us and playing some big roles. So I'm excited to see what they can do.
And I'm sure Fardy and Allen will be tuned in, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he will be. That's for sure. What are some of the goals that you've set for yourself this year?
For me personally, I want to be first team all PSAC selection and All-American. Those are my goals. And I also want to have another over 100 tackle season. So,
in terms of team goals?
Team goals, we definitely want to be positive in the win column for sure. That's hands down across the board. Everybody wants that. And we've been working hard, so we want to see where we can go as far as PSAC champs or even moving forward past that.
Now you've changed your jersey number. It's a really cool story. You're wearing number 1 this year. This is a tradition that Coach Day has done. Can you tell us a little bit about that story and why you're wearing that number this year?
Yeah. So when the coaches got here in 2019. Coach Day sat me in his office and he challenged me to be a better leader, both on and off the field. And he said, for the success of the program, that it's needed for me and needed out of a lot of our older guys on the team. And so, I definitely took that personal, and I stepped my game up, both leading the team on and off the field. And I also, work hard all the time when I go home, and when I'm out here in the summer, I'm always working hard and grinding. To be the best version of myself, both on and off the field, and it paid off, and the coaches recognized that, and they were able to give me the number 1. So I'm blessed to be able to wear that for our team.
Well, congratulations! You're certainly a leader on this team, and very well spoken too, Jayden. So I enjoy talking to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. So, what do you enjoy most about playing football?
I would say the physicality. When I was younger, I was kind of a hothead, as a little kid, and my parents had to put me in something to be able to get that anger out. And it was football, and I fell in love with it and haven't looked back since. So.
What other positions did you play growing up? Did you throw the ball at all? Did you get to run the ball at all back in the day?
I played running back. Yeah. Back in my day, yeah, I played running back.
In high school, or like midget ball coming through, or?
Yeah, so Pop Warner more so. In high school, I more so was a defensive guy, but I also did long snap in high school. So I like to say.
So you're emergency. Yeah. You're the break glass guy in case of emergency.
Exactly.
Long snap.
Exactly.
Give us a scouting report. You go up against Wheeling today. I'm sure you're very excited to be playing in front of your fans too here at Offutt. But give us a little bit of a scouting report on Wheeling's offense. The things that they kind of like to do, what you've seen on tape.
They're a heavy RPO team, so they run pass option a lot. Other than that, they run some basic runs, inside zone, split zone, counter, things like that, and they do some nice things in the pass game that we got to stay ready for. So I'm excited for the matchup, and I think that we'll face up good against them.
Now the RPO, does that test your discipline a little bit on defense?
Definitely.
How you play that?
Definitely, yeah. It definitely tests our discipline. We're gonna have to, have our minds thinking the right thing based on the alignment of the offense, and have our eyes in the right place. Can't be caught looking in the backfield and stuff like that, because we'll lose those receivers behind us. So.
Jayden, final question for you. What are you majoring in at Seton Hill?
So I just graduated in December 2020 with my undergrad in exercise science.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And now I'm working on my MBA in management.
Very cool, very cool. Jayden, thank you so much. I can't wait to watch you guys play this year. I know you're going to rack up over 100 tackles.
Yeah, appreciate it.
There you go. Jayden Emberton-Gaines, our Griffin Player Spotlight. And we'll be back. We continue on Griffin's Game Day, counting down to kickoff. Seton Hill and Wheeling coming up on the Westmoreland Sports Network.